Earlier on, there was some technical issues with my video, so I have to restart all over again. All right, as usual, technical issues again. So, never mind. But today's sharing will basically on some of the common mistakes that are often made in budget reading, and also I would like to provide some time for my viewers and my students to ask any questions that are related to budget reading. As most of you have already known, I will be starting a new intensive training course on budget analysis in the coming month, tentatively set on the 6th of March. And through this intensive training, you'll be able to learn all the necessary skills and knowledge that is required to conduct the decoding of a budget chart by yourself. And of course, a lot of in-depth teachings will be revealed, will be released to my students during these lessons, or the even deeper knowledge that is required for accurate analysis will be taught through the lesson. And before I proceed further, I will share my video link. And for those who are interested in budget reading, do do stay on to find out more. And lastly, do remember to like and share my video. Please, thank you very much for your kind support. The reason why I'm starting this intensive budget training course is I have quite a number of students already who have taken the flexible lesson, the one-to-one lesson on budget reading. I believe that to be able to learn budget at your own pace is a good thing because you will not rush, you will not be pressured into the digest of the most important concepts in budget reading. Budget reading is not a form of knowledge that can be easily picked up because it will take experience, it will take a lot of your own kind of personal conviction to finally believe in your analysis and to be able to uh, through experience find out what methods of analysis is appropriate or will give you the best result in terms of accuracy. But the reason why I'm starting this intensive training course on budget analysis is because a lot of students find that when they encounter problems and in terms of budget reading, and they will come and look for me, and I will explain to them step by steps. All right, they find that it is actually more easy to understand when there is a kind of group discussion or when the teacher, whom is me, all right, is able to tell them verbally what actually needs to be focused on, what kind of concepts will or what kind of theories will be more applicable in terms of budget reading, and what will be the most effective way, for example, to determine the strength of the day master. One of the most common problems in terms of budget reading is the determination of the strength of the day master。就是呢，在八字里面呢，我们永远呢最容易犯错的一个事情就是呢，不懂得怎么样看入主的强弱。有时候看到一个八字的，它好像又偏强，是偏于强的，又有可能是偏弱的，有可能是重格，又可能是壮旺格。很多学生呢，学八字呢最大的问题就是这一个问题，所以呢，先greet 一下我的常常都来看我 live 的Miss Maka，然后呢还有 Bot，今天你们都有空哦，然后呢其实也是想跟大家聊聊天啊，有时候呢，因为之前很多的 live 呢，我都是只是在教书，然后呢只是在有时候也是给学生补习啦，哦。有时候呢，也想 就是给你们一些时间去发问问题，可能你们想问一些问题啊，我又没有时间在当时的时候呢，在教学的时候给你们一个立刻给你们一个回复，所以呢之前呢真的呢可是你们还继续观看呢，真的很感恩啊，你们还继续观看。然后呢，Mr. Stephen 还好吗？希望你现在都很好，一切都顺利吗？现在 Mr. Stephen。Mr. Stephen 是我大概10年的一个客人啦。然后 Mr. Christopher Tan，thank you very much for watching. Good evening. Also, has been a long time that I last have a chit chat session with all of you. So today I will also take it easy and also to talk to all of you. And if you all have any questions, also feel free to ask me. And at the same time, I will also like to just talk something about the intensive training course that I'm going to conduct in the month of March. Because a lot of students, right, they find it more effective when I talk to them face to face. Okay, maybe not face to face because you don't have to, show your face through the Zoom or the Facebook Live. But Bazi reading, honestly, to be honest, right, having someone who is able to talk to you and tell you verbally what is important and what is not important, how to go about analyzing the strengths of the day master, what are the 10 gods, how to go about carrying out, how to go about conducting indirect wealth hacking. All these, right, can be easily understood if there's someone there, as a real person to guide you, all right, face to face, all right, or just by me, talking, you're able to, when I'm able to show you, perhaps with graphics, kind of visual aids, or even when I just tell you verbally what is important or what is not important. Okay, so this is the reason why I will start this intensive training course on practical Bazi analysis. Why I use the word practical? Because Bazi at the end of the day is not about theories. It's about practice, how you use it to benefit your life. In terms of the choosing of the right partner, be it in relationship or be it in business, or maybe you need to find the right timing to invest, to start your own business, or even to get married, or to move house, or even to have that kind of to give birth to a child. All this can be analyzed through Bazi reading to give you the auspicious or the suitable business partner, relationship partner, or the auspicious timing to give birth, to start a business, to move house, etc. So all this can be all this knowledge will reveal to you within 8 hours of learning. These 8 hours will be divided into 4 sessions. So each session will be of 2 hours. It will not be too long, will not be too short also, so that you will be able to enjoy the lesson at a pace that is comfortable. So this is something that will happen during the intensive training on practical Bazi analysis. So just take a look at some of the comments. Thank you very much, Fabian Dio, for watching. Master, your new intensive course is different from your old Bazi course. The old one that I started previously is more on a flexible schedule, and students will be able to learn it at their own pace. But if you study this intensive training course, right, the one that is going to take place in March, you will follow a strict schedule. Means you will cover topics within certain time frame. Therefore, it is more suitable for people who are more serious towards Bazi reading, who maybe want to perhaps take Bazi as a form of skill that can help them to even earn a living in the future. For example, you want to be a Bazi practitioner, a professional Bazi practitioner. This course will provide a very good foundation for you to proceed on to use it. Or perhaps you just want to take this hobby of Bazi learning more seriously, in terms of you want to use it for your own life, to perhaps analyze what is your best decade trend in life, so that you can advance forward to make the best of your life, right? Life is short. We all want to know what are the best years in our lives in order to advance forward to make the best of the time that we are given to achieve great success in life. So this course, right, basically will follow a schedule. It will not allow you to study comfortably at your own pace, but it will allow you to be able to acquire all the knowledge necessary within just 8 hours. All right, the contents of the lessons will be very succinct. I will pick up all the important components in terms of Bazi reading and teach in a way that is very simple to understand. And I promise you, within these 8 hours of learning, which is divided by into 4 days, okay, so each lesson will only take about 2 hours, will not be very tedious. And it will currently, I plan to schedule it from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday. So that's the most, I personally believe that's the time whereby people are usually free. And just spending 2 hours with me on Sunday for 4 weeks. For 4 weeks, then you'll be able to, I promise you, you'll be able to conduct Bazi reading already by yourself without always needing to come back to me to ask, Mr. Jason, why this one is a stronger weekday master, or this one is a special formation chart, or why is it that this person will have relationship problems? Why is it that this person will experience bankruptcy? All right, a lot of students come back to me to ask me a lot of questions, but ultimately my goal is really for you to be able to read the chart independently and to be able to explain the real life situations independently by yourself. And if you are really if you really have a passion for to learn the deeper knowledge in terms of Bazi reading, then this course is for you. So you will have all your questions demystified through the lesson. It also means that throughout the lessons, right, the 8 hours course, you will be able to ask any questions related to Bazi reading, and I will be able to clarify it for you once and for all. And of course, if after the 8 hours of learning you still have doubts, you can always come back to ask me any questions related to Bazi reading. All right. So I believe it is a more effective way, it is a more efficient way for you to learn and for me to teach also. Of course, those who are still in the flexible schedule, right? You can still take your time to learn. And if you are interested to jump into this intensive training on practical budget analysis, you will be given 50% discount of the special price. That means you only have to pay $240 to join this intensive training on practical Bazi analysis for my existing students. Be it you are my existing students who learn feng shui, or existing students who learn Bazi, or existing students learning the Ziwei Dou Shu. You only need to pay $240 to attend this intensive training on practical Bazi analysis. Because right, a lot of students who have engaged me with who have joined my flexible course on Ziwei Dou Shu. After learning Ziwei Dou Shu, then they are also interested in the learning of Bazi. Or some who have learned feng shui from me, then they realize that Bazi is a very foundation knowledge that they will need to learn before they are able to study or practice feng shui. So this course will be good for you if you are in such a situation, or you already have some background knowledge in terms of Bazi reading. You have read some books by your own on your own, but you're still blur. A lot of Bazi concepts are still blur. Then this course will be suitable for you. And Aries, thank you very much for watching. And because right, in terms of Bazi, to be honest, it is a school of knowledge that is 易学难精, easy to learn but difficult to master. How do you determine the strengths of your day master? What are the 10 gods? What are the relationships between the heavenly stems and earthly branches? And how do you judge the compatibility between husband and wife, business partners? How to choose auspicious day? All these are in-depth knowledge. And sometimes you will not be able to understand all this knowledge if you just read those books by yourself. And it will be very time consuming to read books, to be honest, because not only there are modern books on Bazi, a lot of important books are ancient Bazi books. Some of us, right, who don't have a proficient level of Chinese will not be able to understand. But I believe okay, my Chinese is still quite okay, because all right, my first language was obviously Cantonese because I was born in Hong Kong. I stayed there for you know, through my teenagers years. So when I was young, basically I used Chinese, and I also study ancient Chinese before. I mean, that kind of 文言文, which is Chinese literature, the kind of language. So I understand ancient texts in Chinese. Ancient Chinese texts, I'm able to read them, and I'm able to translate them. That's why, to be honest, right? To be honest with all of you, I personally study a lot of ancient Bazi books. That's why also the reason why I'm able to okay, I will not say that you know, there are a lot of people who are good in Bazi in this world. I'm just someone who is very passionate towards the learning of Bazi, and I would like to share my knowledge with you. All right, or perhaps I can learn something from you also through the lessons. I won't know. Okay, just that I believe, right, if you really want to use Bazi as a form of living too, to benefit your own life, and you are very serious, you want to really learn it within a specific time frame, perhaps just within 8 hours, and then after that you may use it to benefit your own life or benefit the lives of other people, or even use it as a form of, I don't know, you can become a professional Bazi practitioner, which is all fine. All right, it is all fine. It's up to each individual. So all these the course that I'm launching, right? This course I'm launching is really for those people who are more serious, or even you want to learn how to calculate the best period in terms of indirect wealth, how you go about you know, maximizing your chances of winning or obtaining indirect wealth, then this course is for you. Okay, so all right, so I'm kind of done talking. All right, so any questions from any viewers? Long time no see. I mean, from all of you, right? I didn't really talk to all of you in the live session because PhD I was always teaching and always giving tuition. So Aries, how are you doing? Hopefully you are well. I know that there has been a very a great transition. Now you're going through a very great transition in your life. I hope that you are doing well, and your next phase of life will be of will bring you greater success or even more happiness. And also, yeah, Mr. Fabian, so I hope I have been able to answer Mr. Fabian's question for my explanation. So feel free to ask me anything. Yeah, I also believe that you will have a lot of new tasks coming into your life, Aries, because actually I told you last year already. This year, 2023, is a new year for you because you're of a strong gunmetal day master, and this year is actually your direct wealth kind of year, supported by Ma Wood. Actually, it's supported by the Kui water enhancing Ma Wood. Ma Wood is actually is actually the Yin Wood, which is your direct wealth. So this year is, you know, can actually lead to a lot of new success in your life. All right, but this is a year whereby you will need to put in effort. What I trying to say is that because it is a year of Sangguan maximizing direct wealth, hurting officer maximizing direct wealth for Aries. So it will be a year whereby you can use your talents to bring about income, regardless in what kind of industry you're in or what kind of career you're in. Good evening, Mr. Raymond also. So Mr. Puma also. Yeah, so today, right, I will leave the floor open for any questions that are related to Bazi reading. Or perhaps you just want me to give you a brief analysis. I'm okay, all right? Because it has been a very long time that I really chit chat, spend some quality time with all of you, okay? Because previously I was always teaching some of the more in-depth knowledge related to Bazi or Zhuwei Dousu or even Feng Shui. So I will leave the floor open today for any free input, any random input from anyone want to ask me any questions. I'm able to help you to check on your birth chart and help you to clear some of the doubts, even the doubts related to Bazi reading. All right. So some of the common doubts related to Bazi reading, of course, is the you know, how to go about determining the strength of the day master. Actually, right, a lot of people, you know, some of the practitioners, they refuse to use Bazi, or they are not able to go deep into the Bazi reading because there are certain secrets in terms of Bazi reading that most commoners will not be able to find out just by reading books by themselves. Okay, so how is it that I'm able to determine the strengths of the day master of most of my students and followers more accurately? There's actually a method to it. And to give you a hint, right, it has to do with the 24 qi jie. Okay, have to do with the 24 qi jie. And this 24 qi jie is actually the seasonal strength or the seasonal energy throughout the year. All of us know that we have 4 seasons. Actually, within the 4 seasons, we have 24 kind of sub-seasons, all right? 24 sub-seasons, which can be used to further enhance the accuracy in terms of determining the strength of the day master, which will also enhance your accuracy in terms of interpretation. All right. So that's the reason why, all right, when I started Bazi reading, all right, I will check on all the perhaps when a client give me a Bazi chart. It's not just checking on the 12 animal zodiac, all right. I mentioned many times already, so I will not further talk about 12 animal zodiacs. I will talk about the 24 qi jie. Actually, that's the focus point. The focus point of investigation. If you really want to be accurate in terms of Bazi reading, okay. So this is just a hint. And in terms of even in terms of the 10 gods relationships, a lot of Bazi practitioners, they're not able to accurately reveal the personality of the individual, or not being able to tell when is the period whereby wealth will appear in the person's life. It's because they never use the 10 gods theory properly. The 10 gods theory are not just 10 god theories. It's not just 10 gods, they are always interrelated. For example, 三官十身 will always be able to generate 正财偏财. Well, 正财偏财 is able to generate 贞观七杀, which are the 7 killings and the direct officer. And subsequently, direct officer and the 7 killings will be able to generate the resource vector, which is direct resource and indirect resource. And indirect resource and direct resource will be able to generate the friends and wealth factor. All right, all these are in a cycle, and they can also interrelate to each other. For example, 7 killings and direct officer will be able to conquer friends and wealth factor. All right, whereas indirect wealth and indirect wealth and direct wealth will be able to conquer or suppress the direct and indirect wealth, direct and indirect resources. So it is really true the mastering of the relationships of the 10 gods. Then you'll be able to have a very holistic or very accurate kind of maneuvering in terms of the interpretation of a Bazi chart. All right. So all this will be taught within my intensive training on practical analysis. It is called practical. All right. I spelled the practical wrongly. All right. Always have spelling mistake. Okay. Nonetheless, all right. It is more focused on practice. So you will be given real life cases to study on your own, and I will teach you how to analyze each birth chart step by step. All right. So let me correct my spelling first. Thank you very much, Mr. Tan, for your comments. In this course, do we get to learn about life palace and conception palace? All right, life palace and conception palace, you'll be taught on that also. All right, actually, in terms of Bazi reading, there is also certain palaces that are called life palace and conception palace. All right, but of course, I will teach all these concepts both in English and Chinese if it is needed. All right. For the course, all right, if most of my students are English speaking, all right, I will be able to teach in English, or I will actually separate the course, one course that is in Chinese or one course that is English. All right. So for students who are Chinese speaking, you can also register and let me know if you are Chinese speaking. Then I will set up another session that is mainly solely to teach. I will talk. Sorry, I will be teaching in Chinese, both Chinese and in English. All right, even in Cantonese if you prefer. Okay, all right, but not in Thai. Okay, my Thai is not that fluent yet. Okay, okay. In future, In future, Master, any plan to conduct 1 to 2 days live class offline for current students who took up your intensive course? Yes, definitely. If you have took up my flexible study course, right, you can always feel free to WhatsApp me, okay, and ask me any questions. Mr. Tan, yeah, preferably in English, can't read Chinese. Yes, so I will teach in English. All right. I also understand that many of my viewers they are not very proficient in Chinese. That's the reason why sometimes I need to speak in both English and Chinese because one group is speaking in English when else well another group speak in Chinese. All right. Then other group speak in Cantonese. Okay, I can speak very well Cantonese, Chinese, and English, but ภาษาไทยภาษาไทยได้นิดหน่อย OK พูดภาษาไทยนิดหน่อย OK 所以呢你要说泰文的话呢也是可以 OK 可是呢真的我的泰语呢我会讲可是不是会很流利 OK 所以请你们呢hope you all can give me your kind understanding all right so this is still a lifetime learning. Yes, it's a lifetime learning. Means after the course, right, you will still be able to ask me any questions. Or suddenly you want to ask me for opinions. Perhaps you have your clients, you have your own clients. Then you can interpret your client's chat. You can also come to me and I'll be able to help you to interpret your client's chat. All right, and then we free of charge. Okay, then you can earn your own money and it's okay for me. It's my passion. I will teach you how to analyze your client's chat. You can charge your clients whatever service fee you want to, but I will help you to give my opinion. All right, but I will not interpret 100% for you, okay? Because I already have a lot of work ahead, but I will give you my opinion if you need to. All right, for those who intend to use Bazi as a form of turn yourself into professional to nothing wrong with that, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Is a lot of people turn their hobby, their passion into a way of earning a living, which is totally fine. Some people they like to make jewelry, some people they like cooking, so they go and set up cooking class and teach other people how to cook, or they make jewelry then sell. It's all right. It's actually right in the 9 universal period. 九运的时候哈 in the 9 universal period, one of the ways that you can make the most money is to turn your passion into a form of method to learn a living. 因为九运是火，火是代表一个人所爱的东西哦，火这个元素代表一个人的兴趣。The fire element actually represents anything that you are passionate about, or you have an interest, you have a strong interest towards, or whatever you love. So through in the 9 universal period, which is starting in the year 2023 onwards, all right, or after 2023, that is the 20 period between 2023 to 2043. That will be the period of time whereby a lot of people will turn their passion and hobby into a profession to earn a living. So I'm not encouraging you not to go study university or stuff like that, all right? But honestly speaking, in the future, the areas that will make you the most money is your passion, is your hobby, because fire is the main energy within the 9 universal trend. Secondly, whatever that is related to culture. Culture means like learning of ancient knowledge, learning of kind of cultural study, like I don't know, like Chinese painting, Chinese calligraphy, art, right? Arts, like even dancing, all this, right? Art stuff, right? Will earn a lot of money in the 9 universal trend, okay? Because anything that's related to passion, anything that's related to culture, anything that's related to technology, all right, these three things will earn a lot of money in the 9 universal period, which is related to fire, okay? Mr. Stephen, same as me, cannot read Chinese, but I can listen Chinese. Yes, so I will conduct the course in English, all right? So don't worry. Don't worry, I will explain Bazi in English in a way that is very easy to understand. Okay, with visual aids, with of course with looks also. I will provide you with looks, and if you miss out any lessons, the lessons will be recorded, so you can always download and play it back. all right, at your own pace, okay, at your own timing. So in a way, it is also flexible, but it is very compact. It is very succinct. It is very summarized. So within these 8 hours, you'll be able to turn yourself into a kind of someone who has a high level of knowledge, all right, in terms of Bazi reading already. But to be honest, ultimately, experience is another thing that cannot be taught. So after learning all this Bazi learning, all this knowledge, right, you will still need to gather your own experience. Then you'll be able to perhaps do a reading for your family members, for your close friends, or even for your clients. For example, some people who are into property, being a property agent or insurance kind of agent, right? Then through the when you're selling your property or selling um your insurance plans, you can do a budget calculation for your clients to judge the what are the chances that he or she will buy your property or buy your insurance plans, or whether that person, right, if after buying your insurance plans, will he actually really encounter any accidents that you have to, have a chance of claiming the insurance, or you have business partners. You can also check for yourself when is the best time to start your business, where is the good location, who is your best business partners. All these are very important issues in life when it comes to making a living. To be honest, I am a very practical person, all right. I like whatever that is practical and can be used to benefit one's life, to benefit my life and benefit other people's life. The reason why a lot of people fail in their business is because they never check their chart before they launch a business, and they never check the budget of their business partner. Or a lot of people, even they are very rich, like that. Who is that? That recently there's this very rich man who has a daughter who divorced her husband. I can't remember the name. Why is it that people who are so rich, but they have a lot of money, but they don't have good relationship in life? That's all. This can be revealed to you from a budget perspective. Okay, for example, for a girl, right, you have a lot of money, wealth, indirect and direct wealth, actually will give rise to direct officer and 7 killings, right? But what if you have a weekday master, right? Even you have a lot of wealth, then you will not have the ability to control your husband or to sustain the marriage, because you are not strong enough to carry it with you the energy from the direct officer or the 7 killing. All this can be told from Bazi reading. So how can you rectify this issue? There will be certain elemental energy or certain tips in terms of feng shui, in terms of the changing of your mindset and behavior, in terms of your the using of certain for example, entering into certain career choice or business choice. All this will be taught also in this uh, intensive training, right? It will be intensive because everything will be summarized into these 8 hours. So after these 8 hours, right, you will be able to have a very comprehensive database a database to use already at your disposal. As I told you, you can download the lessons and replay at your own pace. All right, you'll be given the password, all right, to rewatch the videos. Okay, so it really, you will be given a lot of useful information in this intensive training. Okay, so any other lessons, any other questions from any viewers? Peter. Oh yes, yes. Mr. Raymond. Oh, very very correct. Okay. Mr. is the tycoon. Peter Lim. Actually, I have his birth chart. Mr. Peter Lim, right? Actually has been going through a very positive phase. Destiny period. Through for the next 20 or 30 years already. Okay. I used to analyze his birth chart, see if I still have it in my phone. due to technical issues, I have to change my phone, so I'm not sure if I still have the birth chart on my phone, right? So technical issues is something that all of us have to experience in the 9 years first period. All right. Anyway, all right. Perhaps I will just do a case study of Mr. Peter Lim in the future, and if you have any other suggestions for me to, any other people you want me to do a case study on, feel free to WhatsApp me in private also. All right. Because doing case study is a very good way to learn Bazi, to be honest, because it is real. I like anything that's real. All right. That's why I also like to tell you anything that's real. All right. Pardon me if sometimes I'm very, very real, very honest. Okay. But there's no point. All right. I mean, life is short, right? Why would you want to invest your time and energy into anything that is not useful or anything that is of false information? All right. So yeah, so that's my belief in life. Okay. So if you are interested in this Bazi course, all right, all the information can be found on my Facebook page, Facebook profile also, right? Just to do a quick summary on this course, all right? The fees is originally at 600 Singapore dollars, but if you register before March, it will only be at $480. After March, I will finalize the lessons plans, finalize the number of students that I will have, and also to, because roughly I know my students, some of the, because on this list, right, this list of viewers of my video that's viewing my this live now, right, I know all of you, I mean each of you quite well already. To be honest, I know which one is my student and which student has what level of Bazi reading experience and knowledge. So from the group of students, I will be able to tailor my lesson in a way that is more relevant to them. Okay. So before March, if you register, it will be more convenient for me to, type out all the necessary lesson plans, all the materials that I need to prepare. All right. So you enjoy an early bird discount. All right. The cost will, although originally will be at $600, early bird discount 480 only 480 Singapore dollars. And for students, my existing 紫微斗数, Bazi and Feng Shui students, okay, you only have to pay half of the price. So it means that you only need to pay $240 to enter this course. And you'll be given all the study materials, likewise, all the passwords to rewatch the videos, etc. All right. So it is a very good deal. It's something that will be worth the value, will worth your money, I promise, because you'll be able to use it to earn back a lot of money in the future, to be honest. All right. For just $240 or $480, you'll be able to benefit your life much more than that. Because I myself, I know, all right. I have learned Bazi. I have learned it for 30 years. So far, for the last 13 years, Bazi has only benefited me, all right, without causing me any problems. Okay, I don't know what problems Bazi can cause me. I don't know, but oh yeah, maybe some of the problem is that, right, when I know something wrong is going to happen, but I still go and do something. For example, sometimes I know, right, I read from my Bazi chat. I know that that day on that day itself there will be technical problems, technical issues with my computer. But for example, I still go online, and for sure, right, that day there definitely will be some kind of issues, like maybe internet will get cut off, maybe the computer will run out of battery, for example, or perhaps, right, sometimes I know that going out on certain day, I will will experience financial leakage, but I still go out because I just want to go to you know take a break from work. Then really, true enough, all right, true enough. From the Bazi reading, I can't avoid, right, um, the kind of incidences, all right. Some can, then you may ask, is life really destiny? Predestined, okay? Is life really predestined? I will say yes, okay? I will say yes, life is really predestined. At least 70% to 80% life is predestined, right? But left with the 20%, that you can change. Is it better to change the 20% or don't change the 20%? If you know that by changing that 20%, it will give you a better life, then I will say go ahead and change that 20% of your life or 30% of your life. All right. It is not easy to change your life because I have told you before, all of us are born with certain predestined conditions. You cannot choose your parents. You cannot choose your siblings. You cannot choose your gender. You cannot choose your race. You cannot choose the country you are born. You cannot choose your DNA, whether you are born with illnesses or with a healthy body. So basically, I will say 70 to 80% of you as a whole is already chosen at birth, predestined at birth, right? Am I right to say that? Anyone have any objections to what I'm saying? Of course, a lot of people will tell you, right? If you're able to work hard and be determined, then you will be able to achieve success in life. I'm not against this theory. I'm not against this saying. But to be honest, I'm a very practical person. I look at real life circumstances and I study Bazi, and take real life situations to compare. It is a truth that if the hardest working person will be able to achieve greater success in life, that will tell you a lot of I have nothing. I'm not saying that okay, let me put it in a correct way. A lot of people they work very hard, for example, in Singapore, Grab drivers, okay, they work very hard. I respect them also. Sometimes they put about 12 hours at work, 13 hours, 14 hours at work. All right, it is a very hard life. It's a very difficult living. But if the hardest working people are the richest, then realistically speaking, a lot of millionaire or billionaires in Singapore, do they put in a lot of physical work? Do they spend that kind of 12 or 13 hours every day at work? The answer is no. I'm sorry. All right. I'm sorry to have to, be very honest about this, but this is the fact of life. Okay, I'm not saying that working hard is no good. I personally am a very hardworking person. All right. I work every day. There's no Sunday rest. All right. I work from Monday to Sunday also. Public holiday, I also at work. I'm also at work. All right. I'm just saying that certain things, right, is able to produce the ratio of rewards is different. All right. Perhaps you put in physical work. You work 12 hours a day, which is totally respectable. And I admire there's this kind of attitude towards work. But if you use that 13 hours or 12 hours, all right, by, finding out the best method to work, finding out the best timing to work, finding out the best partner who will benefit you in terms of work, then your rewards will be greatly maximized. That's a fact and that's the truth of life, okay? And this is something that all of us must consider, especially we are all living a real life. We are all have to make a living to support our parents, to support for those who already have family, have to make a living to support our family members, to support ourselves. And all this I'm talking about is all real life kind of situations, right? There are always better way to use your time and your energy. And all this can be decoded through the analysis of someone's Bazi chart. For example, knowing that during certain month, during certain year, or even during certain day, right, you will have greater chance of success because the auspicious elements are all appearing within that specific period of time. And you go all the way out during that specific period of time, perhaps specific month, day, or hour, to launch your business plan, to talk to your clients, to I don't know what you can do, right? You can think about it also. But the point is that right timing and right method is the best channel to generate greater rewards. All right, all these are called planning strategies, which all, uh, when combined together with the knowledge of Bazi reading, will be able to benefit your life. To be honest, okay, I personally have benefited a lot from Bazi reading myself. That's why I want to introduce you to you. I want to introduce to you this treasure that I have in my own life. This precious gem, right? Not my gem, okay? It's a Bazi, okay? This gem that I have for you is called Bazi, all right? All right. So just take a look at Christopher Tan also. To know whether today is good or bad, isn't that date selection based on long Tong Su teacher. By learning Bazi, able to read the good and of course, Tong Su is a very general guide. The auspicious day and inauspicious day is good for some people, but not for other people, because all of us have a different Bazi chart. All right. If on also all right, the Tong Su or Tong Shen, in modern times we call it Tong Shen. Tong Shen will always tell you this day is good, this day is no good. So it means that in the good day, there will be no disasters, no accidents, no people dying on that day. It won't make sense because I have mentioned this many times before. There are currently 9 billions of people on Earth. It is not possible for the 9 billions of people on Earth to be experiencing the same life situations. Ultimately, it has to depend on the strength of your day master. What are your auspicious elements? What are your inauspicious elements? And by looking at the heavenly stamps and the earthly branch on that specific day, you will be able to tell if that day is a good day for you or a bad day for you for specific events or activities. For example, you want to move house, you want to start your business on specific day, you want to date a girl on a specific day, will the chance of success be higher? Yes, certain there will always be days that are more positive for us and days that are more negative for us. This is something that can't be explained by science, and you know it in real life. Sometimes you just will wake up and realize you feel that something is wrong. Whereas on other day, you will just wake up and feel like you want to conquer the world. Because our brain wave is also affected by the electronic waves of the planets. And all planets carry with them different elemental energies. All right. And all these will be taught in the intensive course. All right. Intensive training on practical budget analysis. Why is it called practical? Because it will we will take your daily activities into consideration, right? What time you should meet your clients, what time you should meet your potential girlfriend, or even like I know color teams, all these things, right? All of you, right? May not really believe in it, but if actually color team carries with it very important vibrational energy, all right, for specific business. Okay, so all this will also be taught in the intensive training course. Why is it that last time Facebook used to use the blue color? Right now it is using a purple color for the Meta logo. And now look at Facebook stock. How is Facebook stock performing recently? The Meta. Facebook is now being called Meta, right? Look at the stocks after changing their color theme. Okay, a lot of real life circumstances, color actually play a very important role in business operation. All right. Yeah, you're welcome, Mr. Christopher Tan. Yeah, feel free to ask me any questions because right, I'm always happy to answer questions because I don't know what is it that you don't know, right? If you ask me something that you don't know, then I will be able to explain to you. Because right, to be very honest, in terms of Bazi reading, right, a lot of misconceptions are being promoted by all kinds of practitioners because they always like to use the simplest concepts that are easily digestible or inceptible into clients' mind. For example, 12 animal zodiacs. All right, a lot of Bazi practitioners they talk nothing else but 12 animal zodiacs. Okay, and they use it year after year and after year. because it is very easy to market this idea 12 animal zodiacs. All of us know the animals, all of us know what our year of birth is, and what is the related animal zodiac. But it is not useful in Bazi reading. To be honest, it will be able to tell you some personality traits. Okay, I will say maybe just 15% accuracy, 15% of accuracy. But a lot of Bazi practitioners, they want to market their products and services. They talk about Chinese emotional days. If you have the tiger, then red is bracelets, what is crystal. But all these are marketing gimmicks, all right? Marketing gimmicks just for them to sell their whatever. 五行改运手珠，什么七星改运手珠 whatever 啊，他们什么名字都能够改的啦啊。然后呢，那种呢手珠自己去淘宝找一下啦，好不好？有没有用淘宝？这里有没有用淘宝？有用淘宝的话，去淘宝找一下多少钱哦。你不用淘宝也不用紧哦，你可以用 AliExpress 啊，AliExpress 也是可以啊。你不会用淘宝，你就用 AliExpress 哦。那种 Crystal Bead 现在是多少钱？好不好 ？AliExpress 怎么 spell 啊？啊，我找一下哦，给大家看一下那个 AliExpress 啊。为什么要告诉你们这些呢？因为你看，有时候啊，你们问我买那个五帝铜钱，对不对？我一直叫你们去淘宝买啊，因为真的那种东西，他们是怎么说？就是一个什么七星、五星什么转运珠，他卖你200多块，你去淘宝找一下，你去 AliExpress 找一下那种币是多少钱？可能5块钱你就买一大包了，一个大包。然后你自己不会穿的话，你自己去店那边穿啊，好不好？在新加坡那种店穿才多少钱？好，最多4块钱啊。OK， 现在 inflation 啊，新加坡 inflation， 那你自己买了，你去淘宝买，你自己也可以卖啊，对不对？你为什么那么笨去买一个5星什么7星手珠200多300块，还要在淘宝可以呢？你200多300块你可以买几10包，你自己去穿，然后自己去卖，好不好？你干嘛跟他去买呢？所以呢，我很坦白、很直接告诉你全部这些东西哈。因为呢，第一，我觉得相信就是那种手珠啊，几百块那种呢。OK， 你很有钱，你喜欢花钱浪费在那些没有关系，你可以去。可是不是每个人都希望可以省钱的吗？我自己也是喜欢省钱啊，新加坡人不喜欢省钱的吗？这 OK， 给你们看一包珠哦，给你们看一包珠，看多少钱哦？随便找一个啦哈，Jade Crystal Beads。好，玉了哦，给你们看玉了，这个多少钱？给你多少个串？几百克啦，几百克嘞，这个是玉啦啊，翡翠啦啊，可能是翡翠，不懂你们看不看得到啦？啊，你喜欢什么颜色都有啊，红色也有，蓝色也有，红橙什么彩虹颜色都有了哈。我每次都 off track 一点点哈。可是呢，真的有时候呢，很多很奇怪，新加坡很多很奇怪的东西在发生哦。红色你要红色也有，也是多少钱？3块钱啊，3块钱哦，不是我说的哦 ，AliExpress 说的哦，3块钱啊。这个3块钱啊，你喜欢紫色 ，OK， 喜欢紫色，一定要买贵的珠吗？我不觉得哎，你只要买对的颜色已经很够了哦。坦白说，哈，你看很多颜色，你要什么颜色都有，3块钱一大包，所以你们自己有空在家有空啊，你们去 AliExpress 在淘宝买自己穿啊，然后拿去卖也是可以啊，对不对？干嘛要跟人家买什么5星转运珠、7星转运珠呢？那个是 OK 啦，你们很有钱可以了哈，你们很有钱可以去花这个钱，可是还有很多东西值得你们去花哦，这个钱哈。 可能去吃好一顿也是很好啊，对不对？我不懂啦，总之呢，我每次都很坦白所以呢，希望你们就不要介意了。OK， 好了，说回去八字的东西，说回去八字的东西。八字呢，到最后呢，我们很多人不会算，就是呢，不懂得怎么看日主的强弱，不懂怎么样用那个食神，不懂怎么样看伴侣的八字啊，还有生意伙伴的八字啊，这些呢，其实都不是很容易，都是呢，只要你抓到那个窍门呢，都是很容易的。所以我会在这个课程里面给你们所有的那种窍门。窍门就是什么呢？就是那个 secret key 啊。一道门你打不开，为什么打不开？你很用力都打不开，因为你没有那个锁匙啊。所以在这个 intensive training 里面，我就会给你这个锁匙，给你这个锁匙去打开这个八字的那个那个宝藏啊，那个宝藏就是这样子哈。那看一下其他人的 comments 啊，Mr. Timmy 是我的学生，很久没有跟你讲话了，Mr. Timmy 最近还好吗？所以呢，Mr. Timmy 所以呢我就会开一个 intensive training course 好了，应该你也知道了哈，可是只是说跟你 say hi 一下因为很久没有跟你讲话了。Mr. Timmy 最近还好吗？Mr. Timmy 问的问题通常都是八字很深入的问题，那我是很 enjoy 他问我问题的，因为呢，他问的问题都是很重要的问题。那很多八字里面很多理论的东西嘛，其实是很乱的，你看书是不会懂。好像十二长生，十二长生就有一个是一个代表一个生物的那个12 stages of life development 有长生，有沐浴，有冠带，灵官，地旺，哀病死木绝太阳十二长生的 12 life stages, all right? But all of the students, right? After reading these 12 life stages, they are all confused how to use it. Actually, certain life stages is more important than the rest, which also will be touched on within this intensive Bazi training course. Okay, so Mr. Timmy, busy is good. All right, to be able to busy is good. All right, it is a blessing to be able to be busy. Means you are useful. Okay, so all the best to your work, Timmy, and feel free to ask me any questions if you encounter any confusions in your Bazi reading or learning. Those who never take the basic course can go for intensive training. Yes, you can go for intensive training because I will also build you up from the basic. To be honest, right, the basics are very easy to understand. All right. To be very direct and straightforward, all the basics can be found online also. The gist or the most important key in terms of the Bazi learning is experience and knowing what is important and what is not important. There is infinite amount of knowledge you can find in YouTube, on the internet, Google, right? All of them are free also. All the basic knowledge are free also. You can read them, you can study them. Nothing wrong with them, right? Nothing wrong with studying all those materials on the internet, but you will not know what is important and what is not important, what is useful and what is not useful. All right, it is very much like it's like you're giving a whole box of medicine. All right, whole box of medicine. There's Panadol, there's Paxicillin. All right, there's all kinds of medicines inside the box. All right, but you will not know, right, after studying all the ingredients of the medicine, after studying all the effects of the medicine, you still will not know what medicine to combine with what medicine to apply to specific illnesses if you don't have the experience or the specific training in terms of the application of medicine. How do you apply or administer medicine? So that's why I call this course a practical course. It is not based on theory only. You will be taught the theories that are needed, required, But all right, why is it that I have a spelling mistake over there? All right, but you will be taught how to apply the Bazi decoding skills. All right, you can read a manual on how to save someone. All right, perhaps read a manual on how to carry out suscitation, how to revive someone's heart, but that will still remain as a book or a kind of just a knowledge if you are not taught how to practically use it in real life. And this course is basically to teach you in real life how we go about analyzing above chart, helping a client, choosing an auspicious day, choosing an auspicious partner, choosing the right timing for work, choosing the auspicious year to launch their business, choosing the right type of investments to make, etc. Okay, all this will be taught during this intensive training. All right. Okay, so I believe I hope I have answered your questions, Mr. Raymond. And all right, any other questions from any viewers, or basically you don't want to focus on this topic, you want to ask about any other issues regarding your own life, you are welcome to ask. Okay, today I have some time, I will be happy to help other viewers on any issues regarding their life or work or relationships, or you most of the time you all prefer to be private, right? Okay, it's okay also for you all to message me in private. All right, because I know that this platform is a public platform. If you have more personal private issues that you want to discuss with me privately, you can also message me in private. All right, so any other persons, any other inputs from any other viewers, any other students, any other input? All right, so I believe I have been able to clarify your doubts. So just to give you a brief summary, this course is a course that will help you. It is a course that will help you to be benefited from the usage of Bazi knowledge. Through the practical use of Bazi knowledge, you'll be able to benefit your own life. For example, choosing the right timing, choosing the right partner, choosing the right type of work, choosing the right business team color, the right industry for you to enter into, blah, 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 blah. A lot of things will be talked about within this intensive training. And all your questions related to Bazi will be explained through this lesson. So perhaps you have a lot of questions regarding Bazi reading. You have learned it for many years, but still you can't interpret the chart accurately. I know a lot of people, they don't believe in Bazi, not because Bazi is not accurate. It is because they are not able to come to the really thorough understanding on how Bazi works. Because Bazi, as I mentioned, is very difficult in the sense that once you determine the strength of the day master wrongly, the entire birth chart will be interpreted wrongly. So a core teaching or a core principle that you need to get right in terms of Bazi reading is to determine the strength of the day master accurately. And this, of course, will be touched on in this intensive training. All right. And you will be given all the secrets methods to how to accurately identify the correct strength of the day master, and subsequently find out what are your auspicious elements. All right. Regardless, you want to study 紫微斗数 in the future, 奇门遁甲 in the future, or 风水 in the future, or 梅花易数, or even any other forms of astrological reading, Bazi will always be a very good foundation knowledge. Right? I myself have learned it. I find it to be one of the most powerful things in my life. All right. I have no doubt. All right. I have no doubt saying that Bazi actually is the truth of life. Okay. I have no qualms. Okay, saying that Bazi is actually the secret law of the universe. And that's also the reason why in Bazi we always talk about balance, okay, balancing, all right? balance is actually a very important rule also in terms of I Ching. So I will say those who have an interest in Bazi and able to use it in your life, uh, be it in your work, in your relationship, in the earning of money, you will no doubt, I have no doubt, you'll be benefited from this knowledge. Okay, right. So for those who are interested, you can message me in private, all right, regarding this lesson. And you want to find out more, you want to ask more questions, you can also message me in private. Okay. Um, and lastly, this course is different from the previous course, which is flexible learning. This is a scheduled learning. All right. It is summarized, compact, very succinct kind of learning. It will teach you all the most important concepts, allowing you to perform your own calculation within just 8 hours. All right. So that's the best advantage of attending this course. So you don't have to dread all, sometimes you feel like learning, then sometimes you feel like giving up. You'll be pushed to learn, all right? I will make sure that you know how to calculate Bazi within these 8 hours of intensive training, all right? So thank you all for watching, and feel free to WhatsApp me in private if you have more questions. So I will open the floor for another minute to answer any form of questions, any questions from any viewers, from any viewers. All right, if there are no questions, then I will see you all in the next live video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good evening.